Welcome to an episode of Golden Nuggets Tea and Tales Season 1, powered by Husby, served by Maria. Welcome to the show, Maria.
Thank you.
We've got a few things in common.
Yeah.
Our age group, for one.
Yes.
And we're both London girls.
Yeah.
You've been here for 17 years.
Yeah.
I've been here 7 years, so you've got a decade on me.
Yeah.
Do you see yourself ever going back?
I did go back for a bit and then I came back, and it's one of these places, Dubai, honestly, I feel like it's a drug. It's sort of, you
Addictive.
leave. I think everyone, especially like, say, British people, they all think, yeah, I'm going to leave, and you leave, and then all of a sudden you're back again.
Yeah.
Pulls you in like a magnet. It's one of them kind of places.
What's the difference you feel? Like, what if someone's sitting there in London thinking about moving to Dubai, what would you be saying to them?
I'll be telling them to do their homework because I feel like there are many British people moving over here that have never even been to Dubai.
Yeah.
I think it depends if you're coming on your own or if you're coming with a family. I think if you're coming with a family, really do your homework because schools expensive, medical insurance is expensive, where you're going to, rents have gone up, if it hits peak, all of that, yes, we do have a lovely lifestyle weekend, but we all work really, really hard here.
During the week.
Yeah.
And you've got to come with that kind of entrepreneurial mentality.
Yeah.
You can't come just to coast.
No. And I've always said it, and I will stick by every word that I say. In Dubai, we work bloody hard. Everybody, no matter where you come from, what culture, what ethnic background.
There's no such thing as 9 till 6.
There's no 7 days a week.
Yeah.
And there's no help. Like there's no social here where if you've
as
got
in,
no
like,
money.
As in, if you run out of money here,
That's it.
you go back.
You
Not
go
as in
back
if
home.
there's no help. As in, there is too much help.
There is too much
we
help.
get spoilt with services available.
100%.
So, like Kareem Box, for example, you don't even have to drop anything off anymore.
Don't get that in the UK, do you?
No.
Don't get that in London.
No, but apparently, what they do in London is they order Ubers to deliver something. But
Yeah,
I'm not
but
sure
that's
that
expensive.
Uber. Yeah, but the Uber driver, I'm not sure, would come up to your apartment to collect it. They'd be like,
Yeah.
"I'm downstairs. Come and drop it off."
Exactly.
But massages, I'm a big fan. Cleaners, just got one app, Just Live.
I mean,
order it.
you can get up in the morning, be in your PJs and stay all day and not leave the house, and you've got everything at your
Everything's
doorstep.
done for you.
Everything's
Yeah.
done for you.
Yeah.
We are really, really spoiled.
Yeah.
We don't get treated like that in London. We do everything ourselves or UK,
So crime is an issue at the moment. I did go
Crime.
back in the summer. I didn't really walk around with expensive stuff
Yeah.
or jewelry or anything like that because of the
Yeah.
media attention that it's been given. But it is happening.
It is happening.
And you do double lock, triple lock your doors at
Yeah.
night.
I mean, Silvia, we are both from London. We've lived it. We both did our schooling there.
Yeah.
We were born there. Despite our ethnic backgrounds, we've lived London. And
London
London
life,
life is hard as
Yeah.
well, And I do feel sorry for the society of kids there in this day and age. It's tough. It really is tough.
Especially if you fall into the wrong crowd.
Yeah, 100%. And, schoolings, you living in certain unprivileged areas, people perceive that London is central London. No, London is North London, West London, East London, all these other deprived areas. I'm not saying they are, but
You've got your
pocketful.
grimy pockets and you've got your...
and it's tough. I think it's really, really tough. And I totally understand why young people want to come out here in Dubai. And I don't blame them. But I do think they are sold a false dream. I really do think that a lot of companies out here are selling them the dream, or recruiters, and I've got friends that are recruiters, and I think they know because so many youngsters are here, and not everyone is making it. They come out here and they think that they can, do really well, and they can. I'm not saying they can't. They can. Grinding, working really hard, putting the hours in, putting the effort in, and not spunking their money at the weekend.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, some of them do, and I don't blame them on one side because you're only young ones,
and you
right?
kind of feel like you're on your holidays.
Yeah, but it's so important to sustain the lifestyle here, because you need a car, you need, nice clothes, you're going out to see clients, just going out to eat. It's hard.
But I think people do, especially when they come from the UK, they might probably allow themselves a year, 6 months to a year to do that, to have that lifestyle.
And I think they
beach clubs,
should.
and they should enjoy it. But then at some point, you've got to just decide to knuckle down.
I think that's okay if you've got money with you or your families are supporting you and they know that you're going to have 6 months to a year for a bit of fun and you're learning, grinding eventually, and then take you to the next level.
Yeah.
But there are a lot of, unfortunately, other people that haven't got that kind of help that come out here and want a better life and deserve to have that better life, you know. But it doesn't come easy. And I think the markets right now are saturated, unfortunately, with agents and people in general, you know. Everyone is doing everything, you know.
And so you came out 17 years ago to become a real estate agent?
No, I came out here in a very different... I came out here with a family. I was married. I was very lucky I didn't have to work at that time. I had young children. My ex-husband had a really good job. He was in the banking sector. So I did live a very lovely life. We lived in some lovely locations of Dubai. And I made some great friendships that I'm friends to this day. And there was less people back then, Silvia. It was different. You know, Dubai was a much different place to what it is now. But
Which one's better?
I miss the old times, and I think anyone that's been here a long time will probably agree with me. But on the other hand, it's been great to see the growth of Dubai and the changes. So
what was endearing about the early days?
The early days, less people.
Which means less traffic.
Less traffic, less because the traffic is horrendous now. We were just talking about it. Just, I think everyone kind of knew everybody. For example, you know, I started my journey on the Palm, which I love the Palm. It's a special place for me. But you kind of knew everybody, like all the Brits. You just go down to, you know, wherever, and you just knew everybody.
Where was it at the time?
Oh my God, I was
hotspot?
used to. Oh God, what was it called? The one on Shoreline. Underneath, because that's where we used to live in Building 3 now, Sultana.
Hold on. West 14, like near West 14.
Before then, opposite
the little parade
Shoreline.
of,
What was it called? Help me, someone.
in the comments, go on.
It was like a little pub there. I've forgotten. It will come to me in a minute. But, you know, everyone used to live. All the Brits used to come, and, you know, the banking world used to live on Shoreline. And
So it was a nice little community.
Yeah, nice little community. And you knew people, you knew each other's families. Now there's so many people that come and go, you know, you just don't really have that. But that's life. That's like going back to London, isn't it? If we go back, things do change.
No, they don't.
Well, they do. You're right. They don't.
They
They
actually
stay as
stand
they
still.
are.
Yeah.
But what I'm trying to say is, you know, it's sort of here, it's expanded, isn't it? So people tend to move out. So in terms of what's changed, I guess lots of things have changed. You know, more schools. I remember before there was like a few nursery schools and around the Jumeirah area. Now you're sport for choice, more supermarkets, more of everything. You know, and normalised. And the other thing I will say is, back then when I came in 2007, when you went out, you went out. It was so glamorous, you know. Now it's become really sort of super casual, which I like as well. You know, you could go out with a nice pair of jeans, trainers, you know, whereas before years ago, oh my God, that just would not happen.
Yeah, you have to really dress up.
So it's really normalised. Okay. And I feel like me and my friends that have been here for a long time, we talk about this a lot, you know, like saying how nice it is just going out with jeans and T-shirt. No one really gives a shit, you know. So it's quite nice.
And so when did you get into real estate? What year was that?
I got into real estate the last 4 to 5 years.
How
it's
did you
something
get
that I've
into it?
always wanted to do. The reason being is when I was married here with my husband, we bought quite a few properties. So we dabbled in, you know, in the UK and here. I also did a little bit of interior designing, which I absolutely love. So yeah, I've always loved homes, you know, and even myself, back home, I buy and bought, sold, you know, and the reason why I wanted to do real estate is, for me, it's not just about the money, it's the freedom that comes with it for me, the flexibility. And I feel for me, I have the knowledge and experience of Dubai, you know, I'm not just new. I can sit here and talk about any areas. Okay, there are a lot of new things happen, you know, a lot of new cities, and if you call it cities, like for example Dubai South, the new airport. But I educate myself and I read up about it. But the old Dubai, you know, Jumeirah, you know, the Palm, the Meadows, Springs, all them areas, I could be sitting here and having a conversation with anyone, and it just all comes to me because I've got friends that live all over Dubai. So
what lessons has being in real estate taught you?
Oh my God, character.
Definitely hardens you as a person.
Yeah, character. I honestly think anyone doing this job, I think you really, truly find who you are because it's so testing, Silvia.
Right. What was your most testing experience?
Oh God, so many, but your patience gets tested. I mean, I haven't got much patience, if I'm honest, anyway. But I've realised that obviously you can become anyone if you really want to. Patience, calmness. I've learned to be calmer. I've learned to, well, I try to. I just think lots of little things, really. Challenges, a lot of challenges. Dealing with different people, different nationalities, different cultures. That's very challenging. You know, it's not like, for me and you, it's really easy. We're sitting here, two girls from the UK, from London. We talk about the same things. We've probably been to the same places in London. So it's really easy. But then sitting there talking to someone that maybe English isn't their first language, it's hard, you know, and you've got to really slow things down and be understanding.
And you have got a tale to tell about different languages, haven't you?
Oh, God.
Installment of Tea and Tales for that story. But tell us why you moved from London to Dubai, if you did, in the comments. Thanks.